What's up guys, this is Heat King here bringing you a review on Boruto, Naruto Next Generation's episode 1. So here we are, we finally got the first episode of Boruto, the new series. Shippuden is over, Naruto anime is over, and now we're going on to something new, something a bit more different. And yeah, for our first episode, it started off pretty alright. Again, could have been better properly, but like with what they had to do and what they had to set up, I feel like they did a pretty good job getting us at least somewhat invested. Now, keep in mind, I think a lot of us got into Naruto, you know, sort of like halfway through the series. Some of us were probably there in the beginning when it started. I, for one, did watch the first series when it did first air, but I sort of went off it because of you know, time deadlines and that, and going to school and that. I think I was watching the series in the summer, I don't really remember, but yeah, I kind of got off it, and then I got back into it a few years ago where I just rewatched everything. But yeah, this is a whole new series. This is a series that has started day one, Japanese dub as well, mind you. The one I watched was a Japanese dub when I first started watching it many years ago. This is the Japanese dub. This is the very first episode. This is the very first air date, and it's something that everyone's, you know, we as fans have all probably gone into now. So it's something new for us, something new to experience and to grow up with even further. Now, obviously, the big question now comes down to, you know, how is this going to go about adapting the manga? Now, the thing with this episode is that it actually starts the same way that the manga starts. It starts with the flash forward, I assume. But technically, it's the present time. And in this present time, Konoha village is pretty much destroyed, and we get introduced to an older Boruto who's got like, you know, seal marks on him. And he's got the Byakugan or the Tenseigan, I think. And he's facing off against someone called Kawaki, who's also got sort of a seal mark on him as well, except it's red and Boruto is blue, and they're facing off against each other on the broken stone statues of the Hokages. And yeah, Konoha village is pretty much screwed up. At this point, we don't know where Naruto is. It's presumed, as Kawaki puts it, he's gonna, you know, send Boruto, you know, to the fourth as well. So the assumption is that Naruto is dead. If you actually pay attention to what Boruto is wearing, however, you'll notice that he's wearing Sasuke's cape, and he's got Sasuke's headband with the addition of a cross, because Boruto's got a scar mark here going up to the headband. So obviously at some point he's wearing this headband and he got, you know, he got scarred through that, and he got marks on and that. And I believe he's also got Sasuke's sword, maybe. That may be his own one. He's Boruto's own sword. But the cape and the headband, that's definitely Sasuke's. So right there and then, you've got a subtle sort of nod to Sasuke's potential death. And if you think about it, the mental character always dies in shows like this. So Sasuke possibly being dead is probably very legit. Whereas Naruto, as they, you know, Kawaki says he's going to send him there. We don't know what that means. For all we know, Naruto's injured or he's trapped somewhere. He could be very well be alive. But Sasuke, I think, with the way Boruto's dressed up, wearing those very things from his master, I like to. I'm pretty sure it is Sasuke's headband and cape. It has to be, like. So I think that's somewhat a subtle nod by the writer, like trying to hint at things. So I do think Sasuke may potentially be gone, or he's hurt. We don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, the episode itself. Let's get into it. First of all, the artwork and animation. Holy crap! This felt like I was watching a short movie. That's how good the quality of this episode was. And it just makes me hyped to see the next episodes that we're gonna get, because the thing about this episode is it's directed by the guy who directed the Bleach anime, and the Bleach anime, you know, it was phenomenal. You know, I liked the Bleach manga, but there was something about the anime that just made it so much more better. Like it was beautiful to look at. And you've got the same guy directing this. I don't know if it's the same team. I believe it may be the same team as well, which is one of the disappointments about wanting the Bleach anime to come back, because we might not see it anytime soon, because you've got the guy who directed the Bleach anime directing this now. So you have to wonder how many years he's going to be working on this. And that's another thing as well. How much of these episodes are we going to get before we get on with the canon stuff? Because we're going to have to go. For now, this episode pretty much starts with Boruto, sorry, attending. By the end, he's accepted into the Ninja Academy. So we're going to be seeing his days through the Ninja Academy. We're going to see him meeting and interacting with all the various different characters like Shikadin, Chochu, Sarada, Mutsuki, and Kawaki as well. So yeah, the whole setup of, at least I think this season as a whole, is going to be introducing all the new characters, all the children characters, and setting up Konoha as it is now, and setting up the world. So that'll be the whole point, and then we're probably going to get to the point where, you know, Boruto is made into the 3-man team, and then they go and do their little missions, and then we get the recap of the movie with all the added extra stuff in it, obviously, before we get. But I imagine we'll have to wait at least a year or two before we start getting those adaptations, because there's no material at the moment except the movie recap. So we need some original material from the manga storyline before we can get anything. So I imagine we'll have to wait at least 9 to 12 months most, which is going to be long. Or in the worst case scenario, we're going to be waiting a bit longer just to get a lot more stuff to adapt and develop, and maybe even expand on, because you know for a fact they're probably going to take all of these episodes and they're going to drag it out. Like, you know, instead of, it's not just adapting one chapter into one episode, they'll probably stretch out to like 5 episodes, for example, or just add extra shit. Yeah, I can see them doing that. But this episode introduces us to Boruto, his relationship with his father, as it is, his relationship with Shikadin, and they're pretty much good friends, actually, surprisingly. And his relationship with his mother and his sister. And we meet this new character called Detsuki, I think. That's what he's called. Very weird character, because he's got this weird crest design on his back that almost resembles the Uchihas, except it's sort of split in half with the top part. So yeah, very curious icon there. And at the same time, you've got him and Boruto basically becoming friends. You know, Boruto ends up stops him from getting bullied. We find out that this kid is the son of this dude who was pretty much responsible for making the rail trains and maybe other technological stuff as well. So he's the son of someone very important, and just like Boruto is the son of the Hokage, and he's very important to someone. So yeah, you got this sort of nice chemistry and parallel between these two characters here. At the same time, we get some sort of setup for potentially what's going to be the main villain of the series, or maybe just this current arc. We don't know what it is, we don't know what it does, but it ends up taking over this Detsuki, and he sort of becomes a bit corrupted, and he tries to get revenge on these bullies. We don't know what it is, but Boruto manages to snap Detsuki out of it, and the force, whatever it is, it ends up leaving him. But yeah, very strange. At the same time, Boruto unlocks the Byakugan, or the Tensei gun as it is. We don't know what it is yet, but he unlocks this one special eye. With that eye, he can pretty much see the spirit or aura that surrounds Detsuki. Now, we presumed in the manga, because the manga starts off with that flash forward, and he's got the eye in that. We presume, and then later on, obviously, with the current chapter, we found out that Momoshiki gave him some sort of curse. Now, we presumed it was because of that, but that's not the case. Boruto here unlocked what is potentially something genetic that belongs truly to him, probably because of the genes that are spliced in with the Uzumaki and the Hyuga clan that allows him to activate this. The curse spark, on the other hand, is probably something different. It's probably the seal that he gets, and that probably maybe powers up or levels up his ability even more. We don't know yet. We'll have to see what's going on. We're going to be getting to that eventually, but for now, we're going on a slow route. That's going to be building up to that, and yeah, it's going to be a long ride, I imagine. But for now, for this first episode, which was very goodly animated with good artwork and a decent, nice introduction to Boruto and his world and to some of these characters, it's definitely a good episode, which is very surprising. I wasn't expecting a lot, but yeah, very surprising episode. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next week. It looks like we're going to get Ino and Sai's kid coming in. I forgot their names already, so, because like, you know, it's not like the other characters that had like hundreds of chapters with them. Like, these are just like, we only knew them from the guide and the movie, so it's not a lot there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to get to know these characters. And yeah, as for the opening as well, I kind of wish I did my reaction to that opening, but yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was a nice, good opening one for this series. Good song by Kano Boom. I think those guys are brilliant at their music, so it's great to see them doing this, doing the opening for the first one. But yeah, the opening we do see Kawaki. I think we are going to be introduced to him next episode as well. So yeah, that's going to be good. It looks like Ditsuki is also going to be playing some sort of important role as well. He's going to be one of the main sort of characters. So yeah, potentially these aren't technically filler. The episodes we're going to get all these characters in the Ninja Academy are basically going to be canon, because it's going to introduce us to these characters. We're going to get to know these characters, etc, etc. And also I believe Kishimoto is working somewhat on this, so he's probably done, maybe with the writer of the manga, they've probably done story drafts, they've given in, and these guys have come in and animated it potentially. So yeah, very good, very interested to see where this is going to go next. Well, obviously we are going to get that recap of the movie eventually, and we'll, you know, by the time we do, we have no idea where the manga is going to be, but wherever it is, we'll at least have a good idea in terms of the manga where the story is going to go. But for now, we're getting this sort of prequel that's going to introduce and develop all these younger characters, so we can get set up for what's going to come next. And for our first episode, they did a good job, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So yeah, well done, good episode. And yeah, as always, guys, I hope you like this review, and as always, like and subscribe. Just gonna point out this very quickly, I've been ill the past few days, so don't expect too many videos from me in the days to come. I'm recovering right now. I mean struggling to do this. But yeah, I'm just pointing that out. Very busy, resting, as it were. Shit, man, I look like death anyway if you look at me. I mean, I'm looking at myself in the camera, I look like shit. But yeah, this episode sort of highlighted my day, so yeah, I'm happy about that. Anyway, guys, as always, take care, and I shall see you when I shall see you.